Hey all, it's Lawrence from Express Unity, and today we're going to be continuing our multiplayer FPS tutorial, and we are going to be starting implementation of our Photon systems. So, at the moment, when we log in, the login scene will bring us over to this current Photon scene. So, what I want to do is as soon as we switch to this scene, I want to immediately connect to the Photon services. So in the scripts folder, I'm just going to right click, create, and I'm going to make a new folder, and I'm just going to call it networking. Then within this folder, I'm going to create another script, and I'm going to call it MP Manager. Let's go ahead and create a new empty object and call this MP Manager as well. And drag and drop our script into that. So let's open up this script. Now, once it all loads. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is be using Photon. The next thing we want to do is be using photon.pun, and this will allow us to inherit monobehavior pun. Actually, we want to inherit monobehavior pun callbacks, I believe it's called. Yep, awesome. So we don't really need the update for now. We can remove that. And what we want to do in the start is say photon network.connect using settings. Now, what we want to do is make a new public override void, and we want to say on connected to master. Now inside here we can do a few debugs to see if we actually are connected. So let's go ahead and do debug.log, and let's say we are now connected to Photon. So to just give that a shot, let's go ahead and wait for it to compile and run. And once it's connected, there it is. We are now connected to Photon. Awesome. So what we want to do from here is, actually before we go on, I want to quickly see something, because I think something has changed in Photon 2 where the connector region is a little different. So let me just connect to, let's say, AU, and let me just see what happens. Alright, yeah, alright, so we're just gonna be using connect using settings, because honestly I don't know what they did to end up changing the connect region, because it was working fine literally last week, and now all of a sudden Photon 2 updated and this does not work anymore. So I'm just gonna be connecting using settings, because that seems to work. I think using connect using settings will basically automatically select your region that has the best ping for you. And if you do use connect using settings, you can also go to Photon resources and Photon server settings, and then you can mess around with these. Like before, all of this stuff was filled in for you, but now it's not. So honestly, I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah. Don't know what they've done. Yeah, I just don't know what they've done to make the connect using region different. I'll have to look it up and show you guys in the next video, because what I like doing in my games is actually having a region selection for players to actually select the region. So yeah, for now we're gonna leave it like this because it works. And we are going to, let's see. So from this scene we are connected to Photon, but then we also want to switch scenes to whatever map we have. So just gonna see if we have any type of way to switch scene. So I believe we make this equal to true, and once it's connected we set that, and then let's make a new scene. Once it compiles, once it compiles, let's actually make a new folder for these scenes, and let's call it game modes. And inside this folder I'm going to create a new scene, and I'm going to call this free for all. Actually, I'll just call it free for all. Free for all. So basically there's just going to be a kill count, and the person with the highest kill count wins. Everyone and anyone will be able to attack each other. That's what free for all is. So now let's create some basic UI. So I'm going to just let's see, let's make a panel. I'm going to open there. Weird. So I'm just gonna shrink the panel. I'm going to make it a darker color, and I'm actually going to add a text here, which will be the status message that we usually use. I like keeping this in my games because if someone has a problem, for example, this happened with my recent multiplayer release where someone couldn't connect to the Photon servers for whatever reason, and I just told them to read what the connection state is. So I always like having a connection state that's public to everyone. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do best fit, and I'm just gonna do that. Whoa, there we go. And I might actually align it to the left like that. And just to make it more visible, I'm going to add a outline component to that. And I think that should be fine. Should look okay. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just drag this to the center. And maybe just change the actual UI. Something like this maybe. And yeah, I think that'll be good. Put the connection state up a little now, and let's call this actions UI. Alright, so in here we're gonna have multiple buttons because this is gonna be like our main home screen, right? We're gonna have a shop, a quit button, play button, game mode select. So the first thing we want to do is, just for testing, let's create, just trying to think here, what would be the best way to do this? I think for now, nah, you know what, let's just do this. Let's go ahead and just, basically we're going to make multiple buttons up the top here, right? And it's going to say create/join free for all, create/join team deathmatch, you know, so that this is the way I'm going to do it, just because it's going to be easier. So I'm just going to call this button free for all connect. And I'm gonna change the UI of it, and let's make it, what can we change it to? Square button. No, I don't want that. It's not a lot of choice anymore with this pack. It's kind of annoying. Let's maybe make it. Alright, we'll just make it this medium-sized button. That's alright. And I'm just gonna change the text to best fit. Gonna change it to white. And I'm gonna add an outline to this as well. Alright, so I'm just gonna say create/join free. Oh, we can just say F for A. Nah, people might get confused. We'll just say free for all. And then let's scale this down to actually be within the button. So that's how I'm going to lay this out here. So all the buttons to join or create will be up the top. Then we could actually divide this with another panel. So create a new panel within this and shrink it down to just be the top here. And this is where all the buttons will be. And we can just make this a darker color. Yeah, I think that'll do. And so all our buttons will just be aligned up the top header here. So the first button we have is create/join free for all. So that's great. Now, what we want to do is let's go back and do. We want to say public. Oh, not in capitals. Public void create or join. And here I will say F4A, free for all. And this is just going to be a quick way to join the free for all session. So let me see here. I believe what we want to do here is say Photon networking dot dot join random room. Yeah, that's it. And then if we don't join a room, we're gonna say public void create room. Or actually, we can just shorten this. We can just say join free for all, and then this one can be say create free for all. And then in this one, we're gonna have Photon network dot create room, and here we're just gonna say default free for all, and we want room options. So let's go ahead and create a new room options. Don't know what it's called. Oh, we need to include using photon.realtime. And so now we should have room options. I'm just going to say RO equals new room options. I believe we can do this as well. We can say max players. Let's say maybe 10 players per room. And we can say is open equal to true. And we can say is visible equal to true as well. So now we can just pass in room options, and the type lobby we're just going to make default. So that is basically it for that. So now what we want to do is create another override. So public override void should be on random join fail. On join a random fail. Is that it? Called on a previous be join random for failed on server. Alright. That might be it. So let's go ahead and just call this create. Awesome. So if the player doesn't join a room, he will create a room and join that one instead. So now, what I want to do when you create a room is say, and we're going to want to be using Photon. No, sorry, we want to be using scene. I'm just not good at this today. We want to be using Unity engine.scene management, and then we want to say scene manager dot let me see. Upload scene. We don't want to do it async. I think we just want to replace the scene. So we're going to load scene free for all. And we might, now that I'm remembering, we might actually need to not have this on the connected to master. Instead, we want to have this over here before the scene loads. Or maybe even better, before the entire room gets created. So Photon automatically sync scene equals true, so that when we connect and load free for all, everyone should join that. So if we go ahead, save the scene, wait for it to compile, and let's add a new onClick MP manager, and we want to say join free for all. Let's now go to the build settings and add the free for all scene. And just to see that it is switching for all players, I'm just going to add a cube to the center of these, to the center of the scene, so that we actually have something to. What am I scaling? I'm scaling the camera, so that we have something to reference, like so. Alright, so now that we've got this, let's go ahead and build and run. And oh, we haven't made a build folder, so let's just make a build folder. And let's just build this and see how we go. Hopefully both players connect to this scene that is on an entirely different area than the actual connect scene. I might have to leave this video a little bit short once again. Just work and stuff. Honestly, I keep underestimating how much time I have, but I'm trying to. Oh no, that's not what I want. I'm trying to push these episodes out at least once or twice a week, but I don't want to rush them. I don't want to give bad tutorials. I mean, I already did the debug one in the last session, which wasn't really a tutorial, more what we can do with PlayFab, but hopefully it still taught you guys a little. So let's go ahead and make this windowed. Oh, another thing that I don't think we've done is, yeah, we haven't selected the main scene. So in build settings, we actually want to drag the master scene above every other scene. So let's build and run. So yeah, just while this is building, I do hope that you guys are enjoying the tutorials. This is probably going to be a very long series. Honestly, not sure how many parts there will be to it. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen because I didn't end up setting all the sizes correctly. Anyway, let's see if we can actually do anything here. Alright, I can just see the tip, the tip of the button. So maybe we can do something. Let's see. Okay, and this one should join. Alright, let's just quickly go to Unity and see what Unity does. Nope, not that scene. So we just want to go to the photon scene real quick. And whoops. If we do this. Alright. Join random failed. Client is not on master server or not yet ready to call operations. Wait for callback on joined lobby or unconnected to master. Wait, is it not connecting to the master? Let me just quickly see here. Alright, now we're ready. Interesting. Maybe. So I will have to end this video short, but maybe we need to have the automatically sync join sync scene on the join function as well. So I'm gonna quickly try this. If it doesn't work, we got the first part of a photon connection down, and then we'll continue this hopefully tomorrow. So should have still the host open, so let's just, there we go. Okay, that worked. Nice. So now we can have multiple photon scenes. These are the old versions, but that one was acting as the host. So we can now join different scenes using Photon, and now we implement our game mode logic based on the scenes. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's another short video. I'm really sorry. I'm honestly running short on time for this week and maybe next week, so the coming videos might be a little short, but hopefully I find some time soon to just make longer videos with a lot more information packed into them. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying these videos, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a heap. Leave some comments down below on what you think with the current series. I'd really like to know what your thoughts are on it. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.